Today, we're diving into the incredible journey of one of the most humble and hardworking footballers in the world, Sadio Mané. You might know him for his blistering speed, his unforgettable goals, and his iconic celebrations, but behind the scenes, there's a story of perseverance, sacrifice, and unwavering determination. From a small village in Senegal to the grand stages of world football, Mané's rise to the top is a testament to the power of never giving up on your dreams. So sit back, relax, and join us as we explore the life of a man who's not only a champion on the field, but also a hero in his community. This is the story of Sadio Mané. Sadio Mané was born on April 10, 1992, in Bambali, a small village in the Senegal region of southern Senegal. Bambali is a remote place where life is simple yet difficult. For a boy like Mané, growing up in Bambali meant facing countless limitations. But from a very young age, Sadio showed an unusual passion for football. While other children dreamed of following in their parents' footsteps in the fields, Sadio had a different vision. He wanted to become a footballer. Mané's love for football began at an early age. Without a real football, he and his friends would play with makeshift balls made of rags or anything they could find. There were no formal football fields in Bambali, so they played in any open space they could find. Despite the rudimentary conditions, Mané stood out among his peers. He was fast, agile, and had a ball control that was almost supernatural for a child his age. However, life in Bambali was not easy. Mané's family lived in poverty, and education and working in the fields were the main priorities. His family, particularly his father, who was a respected imam in the community, believed that football was not a viable path for Sadio's future. They wanted him to focus on his studies and help at home. But Sadio had other plans. The situation reached a critical point when Mané was only 15 years old. Determined to follow his dream, he left Bambali without his family's consent and headed to Dakar, the capital of Senegal, in search of an opportunity to become a professional footballer. This was an act of great courage for a teenager, leaving behind everything he knew with no guarantees of success. But Mané was willing to risk everything for his passion. In Dakar, life was not easy for Mané. He spent his days looking for football teams where he could try out, and many nights he slept on the streets or anywhere he could find shelter. But even amid these hardships, Mané never lost hope. His love for football was his driving force, and he was determined not to let circumstances defeat him. Mané's luck began to change when he was discovered by a scout from the Generation Foot Academy, one of the most respected football academies in Senegal, known for its connection to European clubs. This was a turning point in his life. At Generation Foot, Mané finally had access to proper training, a place to live, and most importantly, the opportunity to be seen by European teams. Coaches and teammates described him as someone who was always willing to learn, who never complained, and who always gave his best. Mané was recruited by FC Metz, a second division French club, in 2011. This was his first big step into professional European football. Mané adapted quickly. At Metz, he continued to work tirelessly to improve his game. Although the team struggled in the league, Mané began to attract attention for his performances. Mané was always humble, respectful, and completely dedicated to his career. His big break came in 2012 when he was signed by Red Bull Salzburg, a club in the Austrian league known for developing young talent. In Salzburg, Mané flourished. Under the guidance of experienced coaches, his game reached a new level. He became one of the standout players in the league, helping the team win national titles. It was at this moment that his name began to resonate across Europe, and the big clubs started to take notice. In 2014, Mané took another step forward in his career by joining Southampton FC in the English Premier League. For Mané, this was a dream come true. The Premier League is one of the most competitive and watched leagues in the world, and for a boy who had grown up playing on the dirt fields of Bambali, reaching this level was a monumental achievement. At Southampton, Mané continued to shine. He quickly earned the respect of his teammates and fans for his work ethic, humility, and ability to change the course of a match with his speed and skill. One of the most memorable moments of his time at Southampton was when he set a Premier League record by scoring the fastest hat trick in the league's history, netting 3 goals in just 2 minutes and 56 seconds. This achievement not only highlighted his talent, but also cemented his place as one of the most exciting players in the league. Mané's success at Southampton attracted the attention of Liverpool FC, and in 2016, he was signed by the Merseyside club. This was the start of a new chapter in Mané's career, one that would see him rise to the elite of world football. Under the guidance of manager Jurgen Klopp, Mané became a key figure in Liverpool's attack, forming a formidable attacking trio alongside Mohamed Salah and Roberto Firmino. With Liverpool, Mané won multiple titles, including the UEFA Champions League in 2019, the Premier League in 2020, and the FIFA Club World Cup. His ability to perform in the most crucial moments made him a hero to Liverpool fans. But despite his success on the field, Mané never let fame go to his head. He was always a humble player, focused on the team and on improving every day. One of the most important moments in Mané's career came in 2022 when he led Senegal in the Africa Cup of Nations. In a tournament full of excitement, Mané was the star of the team, leading his country to the final against Egypt. The match was intense, and it was ultimately decided by a penalty shootout. Mané, who had missed a penalty during regular time, took on the responsibility of taking the decisive penalty. With the weight of his country on his shoulders, Mané kept his composure and scored the goal that gave Senegal their first Africa Cup of Nations title. This triumph was a moment of immense pride for Mané, not only because he led his country to glory, but because he was able to give something back to the people of Senegal, who had always supported him. After the tournament, Mané was received as a hero in Senegal, but his legacy goes beyond what he has done on the field. Throughout his career, Mané has been known for his generosity and his commitment to his community. Despite his success and wealth, Mané has never forgotten his roots. He has funded the construction of a school, a hospital, and a mosque in Bambali, providing his community with access to resources they previously did not have. Mané has said on multiple occasions that he doesn't play football just for money or fame, but to help his people and improve their lives. His focus on serving others has made him a role model, not only for young footballers, but for everyone who believes in the power of generosity and humility. Sadio Mané is not just a champion on the field, but also a hero to his community and an example of what it means to be a true leader. His story is a testament to the power of determination, humility, and faith. From a small village in Senegal to the pinnacle of world football, Mané has shown that with hard work, perseverance, and a generous heart, dreams really can come true. And although he has achieved greatness, the most admirable thing about Sadio Mané is that he has never lost sight of who he is and where he comes from.